Hi, I'm Sarah from Knitting-and.com. This week I'm going to show you about a different part of my website. I also have recipes on Knitting-and.com. My daughter celebrates her 18th birthday this weekend, and I'm going to show you how to make our favourite birthday cake, a rich chocolate cake. The ingredients I'm about to show you are a double amount because I'm making a large celebration cake. But the amounts that I'm going to tell you and that I have written in the description below the video on YouTube are the amounts for a regular size cake. You'll need 170 grams or 6 ounces of self-raising flour, 5 ounces or 140 grams of white sugar, 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now that's a 15ml tablespoon, which is standard pretty much everywhere except for Australia. If you have an Australian 20ml tablespoon, just make sure that you use 1.5 spoonfuls. 2 tablespoons of treacle. Treacle is an almost black sugar syrup. It might be called molasses where you live. 3/4 of a cup or 6 fluid ounces of vegetable oil, and the same amount of full cream milk. This looks a little bit funny because it has a little bit of the vegetable oil in it. And finally you'll need 2 eggs. Don't forget that I'm showing you the ingredients here for 2 cakes because I'm making a large celebration cake. Start by preheating your oven to 170 degrees Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit. And then take the tray that you're going to cook your cake in, rub it with butter, and then line it with flour as well. I'm using a very large dish to cook my double-sized cake, but if you're making the regular amount of cake mix, you'll need an 8-inch or 20cm round deep tin, or 2 smaller tins. To start, add all of your dry ingredients together: the flour, the cocoa and the sugar. Now the recipe says to sift them all together, but you can use my cheater's trick if, like me, you have an awful lot of cooking to do today, and whisk it. Make sure to get out all the lumps and get some air in there. It doesn't add as much air as sifting, but it's a good trick if you're in a hurry. Now add the oil, the milk, the treacle. A good trick when adding treacle is to dip your spoon in hot water before you put treacle in it, and then it will come off the spoon a whole lot easier. And the beaten eggs. And mix that gently for 2 minutes or until all the ingredients are combined. Now tip that into your prepared dish or tin and put it in the oven for about 45 minutes or until a skewer, when put in the middle, comes out clean. Make sure when you pour the mixture into your tin or tray that you leave plenty of room for it to rise. Here is my cake straight out of the oven. Not only can you tell that it's cooked if you put a skewer in and it comes out clean, but also you can see that the edges of the cake have just come away from the dish. And that's another way that you can tell that a butter cake is cooked. I'm going to let this sit for 15 or 20 minutes and then turn it out on a wire rack to cool. And to serve, you can dust it with some powdered sugar or make a buttercream icing. You'll find the instructions for making the buttercream icing in the recipe on my website, and I'll give you a link to that in the video notes on YouTube. This cake, however, is destined for some very special decorations for a birthday party tomorrow.